okay, what kind of a learner are you? So, are you a person that learns best by reading, having a book that you do your jottings in, or are you a person? Hi, welcome back to my channel, Life of a Caribbean Nurse, and I'm Rachel. So today I'll be talking about Nclex made easy for international students. For those who might be wondering what is Nclex, basically it's an exam that allows a nurse from outside the US to be able to legally practice nursing in the US by doing this exam. Now, we as international nurses many times face a lot of challenges because there are a lot of myths surrounding practicing in the US, and sometimes how we practice in our own countries are very different from how they practice abroad in the US. So I made a list that I hope will help you, as these are some of the tips that guided me throughout the process. Okay, so first thing I'd like to say is learn their jargons. When I say that, their manner of speaking. For example, in Jamaica, when a person or a patient says, "Nurse, Moanga bed," for us that means that the patient or nurse, I'm thinking about having a bath. For us, that means that the patient is going to go in the shower and is going to get a shower. In America, when a patient states that he or she is going to have a bath, that basically means they're going to engulf themselves in the water, right? And then depending on what's going on with the patient, this may or may not be permitted at the time. Okay. I'd also like to tell you guys to commit to an Nclex review program. For many, that might be UWorld, Saunders, or even the simple YouTube, Simple Nursing, or Registered Nurse RN. Strategy, learning them, for example. So with passing the Nclex, there are many different strategies that we need to think of or know while thinking about doing this exam. For example, when we're thinking about patient and prioritizing on patient, we're thinking about the ABC, airway, breathing, and circulation. Now, this might not be applicable in every question that is being asked. So then what do we do if it's not ABC? Then we need to start thinking about the Maslow hierarchy of needs, right? So that's something that we also need to bear in mind. Having a study plan and working with it. So it's important to know, okay, so you want to do the Nclex. What are you really planning on doing? How do you plan on passing this Nclex? Do you have a study plan, or are you just, okay, I'm going to wing it? I think it's very important for you to have a study plan, a daily plan that is okay. So, all right. If you're using UWorld, how many questions a day does your work schedule afford you to do, or does your life overall afford you to do? Because many of us, we're mothers, we're fathers, we're sisters, we're brothers. We have a lot of different tasks that we have coming with us daily that we have to do. So having a study plan, knowing what your days are like, how many questions you can do, and how long do you plan to practice before actually doing this exam, would know how you need to structure your study plan or your study timetable. For me my personal tip to you would be that do not overdo your study time. For example, after a while, don't mind me sitting up here. So after a while of constantly doing questions and watching videos or reading, sometimes we become fatigued. We're tired now because we have been doing this for a while. So you have to know as an individual what works best for you. Do you become fatigued easily? Constantly doing question, how many do you or can you rather manage before you start shutting down? So we don't want to say, okay, we're going to do 3 hours when we know that our bodies our body rather can only manage maybe 1.5 hours or maybe 30 minutes because of our day was basically. So know what you can manage and work within your limits. Okay, what kind of a learner are you? So, are you a person that learns best by reading, having a book that you do your jottings in? Or are you a person are you a visual person? Do you have to be watching videos along with reading, right? So, you have to know the type of learner that you are and what works best for you. Personally, I found it rather helpful to watch videos, for example, simple nursing video, because he does very well with explanations and you are able to make jottings, as well as I found it also very helpful using URL, because many of these things that as an international nurse you would not understand, constantly doing questions and having to put that computer down or put that phone down and go back to reading actually helps you in understanding what the question is saying or remembering after about a particular disease process or something after constantly be doing it and actually researching what you initially did not know. It helps to build on your knowledge. What do I have else to say? So guys, as I said, I didn't want to make the video too long, so I'll be stopping it right here for today. I hope these tips are helpful to you. If you want me to give you like questions or go more in depth with this, you let me know in the comments below, or do you want me to tell you exactly how I went about passing Nclex in 75 questions? You can also let me know and I'll do a bit more detailed video for that. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.